Imagine you're a contractor, right? You're gutting an old brick building downtown, or maybe a former law office or a dingy old theater, and you find and rip out a false wall. You expect to find some old wiring or maybe a stray copper pipe. Instead, you're staring into the empty eye sockets of a genuine human skeleton. Now, before you call the true crime podcasts, hold on. This isn't a scene from Bones. It's actually a bizarre, slightly macabre piece of secret society history that most people have either never known or have completely forgotten. See, back in the day, if you were a member of the Independent Order of Odd Fellows, having a skeleton in your closet wasn't just a metaphor. Nope, it was a membership requirement. We're talking about a massive fraternal organization that at its peak was actually bigger than the Freemasons. And their whole vibe? It was all about being odd, basically being the people who actually showed up to help the poor and bury the dead when nobody else would, which I actually find noble if I'm honest here. But here's where it inevitably gets weird. So to remind members that life is short and we are all just a dust to dust in the end, they use these memento mori rituals. They'd lead a blindfolded candidate into a pitch black room, pull off the blindfold, and boom, there's a skeletal brother staring back at them. Yep, an actual real skeleton. It was meant to be a deep, soul-shaking reminder of mortality. Maybe I know what you're thinking about now. Where the hell did they get the bodies? Let me know in the comments where you think they got the skeletons from. Well, fam, this is where things take a turn down the avenue of don't ask, don't tell 19th century style. In the late 1800s, you could literally flip through a medical supply catalog and order a ritual skeleton just as easily as you'd order a pizza right now. They really were weird people back then. The skeletons were often sourced from overseas with zero paperwork and even less ethics. It's a stomach-churning reality of this sad detail. So as these groups started closing down in the mid-20th century, their skeletons didn't just vanish. Unbelievably, they were boarded up behind drywall, shoved into crawl spaces or left in bone rooms that were eventually forgotten. Fast forward to today, and we have this slightly hilarious and slightly terrifying cycle on repeat. A developer buys an old building or space. The plumber finds a rib cage behind the water heater. Now the police show up, tape off the block, and start a homicide investigation. Then a local historian has to step in and say, "Relax, detective. That's just Brother Bones from the 1920s Odd Fellows meeting." It's wild to think that while we are all obsessed with digital legacies and cloud storage, these guys were keeping it real, like skeletons in the basement real. It definitely makes me wonder, what else is hiding in the walls or basements of those old buildings we all walk past every day? Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in the next one. Bye.